After Megyn's coup attempt against Trump on live TV, her sick dirty secret comes out. Desperate, Megyn Kelly decided to collude with dangerous enemies of America as they attempt a new coup against President Donald Trump. Kelly's role is to rehash old news today by interviewing three women who accused Trump of sexual harassment during the 2016 presidential campaign, but the big story is Kelly's sick dirty secret that just came out that will shock every American patriot. Robert Mueller's bogus investigation to oust Trump is derailing quickly, but the Democrats and their co-conspirators, the liberal media and the global elitists, have a backup plan that they just launched in an attempt to impeach Trump. Megyn Kelly's role in this coup attempt aired this morning, but we need to explain a few things first. To understand the dynamics of this plan, you have to understand what happened to Senator Al Franken and the rash of sexual allegations being made against prominent men. Franken's case took a 180-degree turn when 30 Democratic congresswomen decided to oust Franken without any investigation. They simply ganged up on him in a press conference on Capitol Hill last Wednesday and pressured him to resign, which he did 24 hours later. Why? Did they suddenly come down with a case of moral outrage after they protected Bill Clinton for over 30 years? Of course not. They couldn't care less about sexual harassment. Franken was sacrificed for a political purpose, the goal of which is to oust Trump. They all know there is zero evidence against Trump colluding with Russia, so they have moved to phase 2 of their coup, and this is where that phony baloney Megyn Kelly comes in. Kelly blasted social media last night, letting everyone know that her NBC morning show would be interviewing three women who accused President Trump of sexual harassment during the 2016 presidential campaign. During the show, Megyn egged the debunked accusers on asking, "If there are other women out there, what do you want them to know?" This was a definite ploy, signaling the leftists that it's time to come after Trump again, but this time, it's not about Russia. Instead, the plan is to get Trump on fake sexual harassment claims. Jessica Leeds claims Trump groped her on a flight 30 years ago, but it's a totally fabricated tale, as Mad World News previously reported. Leeds' story has been proven false because the bucket seats in first-class planes in the 1980s didn't have movable armrests, so after Leeds described in great detail Trump lifting up the armrest to grope her, the whole story fell apart. Leeds, an apparent Hillary Clinton supporter, told Kelly on the show today, "The woman who voted for Trump just didn't want to vote for a woman. Hey, you can't make this stuff up. This is the same horse crap Michelle Obama has been peddling." Leeds is parroting the same talking points as Michelle and Hillary Clinton, who can't see through this whole scheme. But, there is so much more. So, what about Megyn Kelly, who is really behind this last-minute show of hers today? Who is it that is funding not only Kelly's show but has also arranged the huge press conference for these three useful idiots following Kelly's show to demand a congressional investigation into President Trump? We know the Hillary Clinton campaign found these women to benefit her campaign in 2016, but who is paying them now? Who is Megyn Kelly colluding with? None other than George Soros. Yep, Ole George is the man behind Kelly's curtain. The Daily Wire reports, a far-left activist group funded by George Soros is readying the women who accused President Donald Trump of sexual misconduct to demand a congressional investigation. The women had made their accusations just before the November 2016 election. The report adds, the women will speak on Monday at 10:30 a.m. ET to call for accountability and an investigation by Congress of sexual misconduct. They had accused Trump of groping, fondling, forcibly kissing, humiliating, and harassing women. The group behind this obvious new attempt to force Trump out of the White House, Brave New Films, Soros-funded, is a non-profit 501c3 organization that claims to be non-partisan, a claim that becomes laughable upon a review of their donors and partners, which include left-wing hit groups like Media Matters for America and Democracy for America. So, Megyn Kelly's show was the launching pad paid for by George Soros in this latest coup attempt. Do you now see why the Democrats turned their backs on Senator Al Franken and Senator John Conyers and why they ganged up on them to resign? It was all part and parcel of this new plot funded by Soros to launch a new investigation into Trump for sexual harassment since the Russia investigation is dead in the water. We must pray this plot will eventually fall apart too, but at what cost? While they start all these bogus and costly investigations into Trump, we the people suffer. We want Trump free to make America great again, but he gets bogged down in these bogus investigations. Bring Soros and his cronies up on charges, drain the swamp. Where in the hell is AG Jeff Sessions? Fire him immediately, and let's get a real bulldog in there who will sink his teeth into these crap weasels' lies and tear them up limb from limb. Keeping America free is not for sissies. We are faced with our enemies inside our gates. Let every American know we must defend ourselves, and now is the time. Spread this story to all patriots because the truth must be known, and we must get ready to defend President Trump's honor. Don't be fooled, this is a most dangerous game and a most dangerous time, my friends.